This is Nyamache, a town that developed because of a factory. The factory is of tea farmers. There are about 500,000 tea farmers in Kenya, and there are 66 tea factories in Kenya. This is one of them, the Nyamache Tea Factory. 10 regions produce tea in Kenya. That is Nandi, Kakamega, Thika, Murang'a, Cherang'anyi, Kiambu, Nyeri, Kisii, Nyamira, Maragua. At this place, Nyamache, a hotel or a lodging, a place you can sleep over the night, will cost you $3. So it's not a big town. This is how Nyamache looks like. I usually treat people in this place. It is around 10 kilometers from where I stay. But today we want to go to, this is Nyamache. Tea farming in Kenya is under a government organization called Kenya Tea Development Agency, KTDA. The largest country that produces tea in the world is China, which produces around 2.4 metric tons. Then followed by India, then Kenya is number 3, and Sri Lanka number 4. So the rain in Kisii area, this place where we are, is usually very good. It is always very wet. That's why farming has been successful in this region. But Kisii is not number 1 in tea production in Kenya. It is actually around number 8 or something like that. So this region also produces other food crops like bananas and so on. But today we want to go to a place called Ranen. You can see it is 10 kilometers. So this place is Mesabak, Nyansembe. I've lived here in this place. This is where I used to live before I moved. So you can see the roads are bitumen. They are very well made. We are in Kisii area. But right there at the bend there on the road, at the bend, you can see the end of the tarmac road. This place here. So it actually points out that we are leaving a Kisii area and we are going to the Luo Nyanza area. So Luo Nyanza is actually in the opposition in Kenya. It is actually in the opposition, and they have not been, they are not well developed. So we are in Kisii here. You can see the place is mountainous and hilly, and farming is actually the main thing that is being done in this area. It is early in the morning, around 8. You can see the sun there. That sun shows that it is actually 8 in the morning. So you can see people are preparing their land for farming. We are heading to Ranen, so I'm just stopping to take some pictures to give you a feel of how the areas look like. And I've actually avoided the main road. I'm just using now the shortcuts, because the main road, it's very along this road, this small path here, this one. And look what I saw on the road, I found on the road. These are the biggest enemy. If you have this, but I avoided it. The one thing that you don't want when you're going on a journey is to have a tire puncture because of thorns. There are so many thorns that are actually used as fence on the people's homesteads. One thing you have to do with is the stony roads, stony rough roads. It's very stony, big stones. It's much safer, much better this way, because when it rains, it is muddy and you can't move. But if you're using a bicycle, then you will have some problems. This bridge separates between the two tribes. This is the Luo, the community that speaks Luo language. In Kenya, it's is in the opposition, and this is where the Kisis live. So you can see how good care they are taken of the Kisii area. Look at the road with the bitumen, much better, and the Luo, which is just the dirt itself on the road. So the government doesn't take care of this side because it is in the opposition for many, many years. But this one is in the government. And it is from this road that you will see the main, you see tarmac road just ahead. So this is the road on which I am on. It is called Oria Ogonga. And I'm just from Nyansembe, the junction that I showed you. So this is how you know which road you are on. So you can see the two communities, this one and this one, are separated by a river, this river here. So let us go down there. The water is clean, very, very clean, very, very clean. You can see even the rocks under it. So the water is very clean. From the surrounding, you can tell the community takes its water from this river. You can see the people have been using this place. There's a clearing, there's no grass on the banks of the river. So basically, this is the river that separates between the Kisis on this side and the Luos on this side. The Kisis on this side, the Luos on this side. So we are going in this direction. This is where Ranen is. I'm almost halfway. It was 10 kilometers, so I'm almost halfway. The thing is that the people around this river practice fish farming, and it is on the Luo side, this side. The Kisis don't practice fish farming. Only Luos are known in Kenya to be involved in fishing because they are surrounded by Lake Victoria. But this here, Lake Victoria is many, many kilometers away, maybe over 50 kilometers away. So the Luos don't leave their culture too far. So we can see fish ponds here. Those are fish ponds. And for safety reasons, these are fish ponds. For safety reasons, somebody built something here. Nobody lives around this place, so but somebody lived something here that you are seeing that in front of me, just to protect the fish, because people might come and steal the fish at night. So somebody can sleep there, and so on and so forth. So these are fish ponds. So, and the river's just very close by. This is the river, and that is the road that I'm taking. It is very dusty, that's why I made detours. You can see behind the lorry, there's too much dust. So that is the main road, and you can see there are cars there. So I'm dealing with a lot of things, dust, motorbikes, the sun, it's very hot. You see there's no cloud, no single cloud in the air, so it is very hot. But at this time it is around 8 a.m. It's still early, it is not yet very hot. So let's go. Bridge. If I stood in the middle of the bridge, right here, if you look on the Kisii side, you can see there is what you are seeing there that has dried up. That is maize. So they are more into farming, maize farming. But if you look at the Luo area, what you are seeing up there, the green part there, that's sugarcane. Maybe it is like 2 months old, so it's still very young on the farm. Then you can see our fish ponds here. So the Luo area are involved in sugarcane farming and fish, but the Gusii people are involved mainly in tree planting and maize farming and rice and groundnuts and so on. You can see they have already prepared their land ready for the season, rainy season. It is yet rainy season is in April, but we are just in February, mid-February. So let's go. Some sections of the road are very narrow, so I have to get off the road with my bicycle so that I can allow the bigger vehicles to pass by. It's very dusty, very, very dusty. I am getting closer. So I'm deeply now in the Luo region, the opposition, the Luo Nyanza region. So you can see this is sugarcane, the road is dusty, and it's sugarcane all over. In front of me, sugarcane usually takes around 18 months to be ready. Like this one is about to be harvested. And we have younger sugarcane here. So you can see the roads are in bad shape. You can see those small roads going to the villages in bad shapes. This in other places you find the road have been made very well. This is called Chamgiwadu. Now it's a small center that people usually come to do business here. The place is, there's no water around, so this government agency has tried to bring water to this water is borehole water from the borehole, and they have made this place turned it into a 24-hour economy where you can see those lights, solar lights there, and this is the market. So it is actually still they're still making the area. This is supposed to be a water tank, but there's nothing there, but they are in the process. So this water helps the community around this place, so a community of around maybe 15,000 people. This is the market stall, and to use this market stall here, you have to pay around maybe $50 per day. And this is the agency that is behind this project, Chamgiwadu Market and Community Water Project. It's in the Lake Basin. Lake Basin means that it's around the Lake Victoria. So this is how it is. A little bit flick of light and hope here and there. This is Chamgiwadu. It is a big market that is actually helps in business between the Kisis and the Luo people. Chamgiwadu water, and that is the project. So development wise is still behind. Now I'm very close to Ranen where I'm going. You can see people are preparing their land in Luo land. That is sugarcane about ready to be harvested. While on the way, on this rough road, you can't imagine the effect of the Obama family. You can look at that. So Michelle Obama, while at thousands of miles away, still had an effect in a rural place. You're still going in that direction. To cross from one region to another in Kenya, there is always a rope if you're coming from one ward to another ward. So this man here collects taxes. If you cross this area, you have to pay taxes. I have arrived. I have arrived. So that is Ranen, right in front of me. The road is very stony and bumpy. You cannot even hold the camera straight. That is it. It is what it is. So this is basically Ranen, and this is where I'm going to spend the day now treating people. And I actually did spend the day, and I'm posting this after everything. So this is Ranen. This is the main highway that takes Kisii to Sirare. If you go in this direction where I'm going, we will be going to Kisii. And if you go in the opposite direction, you will be going to Sirare. That board there is actually a TV. It's one of the white elephant projects. This is actually a screen, but it's not functioning. A lot of money was spent, but it was placed, these kind of things were placed everywhere, but they are not functioning. People just ate money. If you follow that road straight on, this rough road where the motorbikes are going, that is Dede. It's another place, market center. To go there is about $1 on a motorbike. So this is the main road. You can see the roads that go into the villages and into the interior of the Luo speaking nation. They are always rough. They have not been made by using bitumen. So you can see this road and so on. So if you are in opposition in Kenya, the government will not take care of you. This region, the Luo region, has been in opposition since independence. So nobody takes care of their roads. So that's the main price that you have to pay if you are in Kenya. So that road, this rough road there right in front of us, goes to a place called Dede. Rough road. That is it. This is a small market in Ranen. You can find here fish. This is still very early in the morning, maybe 9 a.m. So the women who sell there or the men have not yet come. This is the border stage. Most motorbikes will carry you anywhere you want to go. Nowadays there are so many borders, so the competition is very high. So this is Ranen, where I'll spend the whole day treating people.